I'm Ivana Wallace. I'm a 27-year-old teacher. I got married last year and hooray, I'm pregnant! My husband and I had been talking about how we wanted a baby, so we were so happy when we found out that I was pregnant. I'm about to take a maternity leave soon. My belly is so big now. I take the train to work, and I ride the train for about an hour and a half. It was pretty tough from the beginning of my pregnancy, but now that my belly is so big, it's so hard. One such day, I was on the train to work. After a while, an old man came onto the train, standing straight. He approached me and started talking to me.
Hey, why is someone young like you sitting in priority seating?
Huh?
You youngsters these days. Don't you have the consideration to give your seat up to the elderly?
Well, I'll be getting off at the next station, so you can have my seat, sir.
Don't be sitting there in the first place. I mean, jeez. What the hell are you doing during the day on a weekend like this? You going on a date or something? Must be nice to have nothing important to do. When I was young, none of us ever had time off. What is this world coming to?
I'm actually on my way to work, sir.
What? Who goes to work dressed like that? Must be a crappy job. What do you do, huh? Tell me.
I'm a civil servant.
Yeah, that's what I thought, you tax thief.
This is my station. Goodbye.
Stay away from these priority seats. Got it?
What's his problem? I even have this baby badge on. I ran into the same old man on the train the next day. No way. I even switched cars just in case.
You again? How many times do I have to tell you? Young people shouldn't be sitting on the train.
Huh? I'm not sitting in priority seating today, though.
What? Are you talking back to me right now? It's not about priority seating. I'm telling you that young people should stand. Now get up.
Huh? Is that you, Mrs. Wallace? Oh, Natalie? Natalie is one of the students in my class. We ride the same train, and we ran into each other on the train from time to time. Today, coincidentally, the old man, Natalie, and I all happened to be on the same car.
What? Are you a teacher or something? No wonder you don't understand me. All teachers are worthless and stupid.
Hey, old man! Stop picking on Mrs. Wallace!
I'm just saying it how it is. I mean, look at her. Even after all this, she won't give her seat up to me, an elderly man. What kind of teacher is that?
Fine. You can have my seat. Mrs. Wallace, no need to give this guy your seat.
Well, I guess crappy teachers just produce crappy students. This world is doomed.
Can't you tell from her belly? Mrs. Wallace is pregnant.
So what? She's pregnant because she wanted to make a baby, right? That doesn't magically give her the right to have everyone be kind to her. Don't tell me that you think you're superior just because you're pregnant.
That's enough. Thanks, Natalie. Just let it go. Let's go to a different car. Mrs. Wallace. After that incident, I started leaving for work earlier to catch an earlier train. I didn't run into that old man for a while, but one Saturday. Normally it was my day off, but there were some things that I left unfinished at school that week, so I got on the train and headed to work. It was quite crowded and I wasn't feeling great, so I found an open seat in the priority seating section and took it. The next station, I ran into the last guy I ever wanted to see again. Grandpa, I can't wait to get to Gossip Land.
Yeah, let's have fun today.
I want to ride the teacup.
Of course.
That old man came on the train with a boy who seemed to be his grandson. Grandpa, it's so crowded. I want to sit.
Yeah, let's see here. Oh, I got this, boy. I'll get a seat for you, Tommy.
What? You can do that, Grandpa?
Yeah, watch and learn.
Wow, you're so cool, Grandpa! After telling his grandson that, he came right up to me just as I expected.
You again? Get up! My grandson needs a seat. Little kids are higher priority than you.
I'm sorry, I'm not feeling well today. I could really use this seat right now.
Sick? What kind of stupid excuse is that? Look at me! My body hurts all over, but I'm standing, aren't I?
Grandpa, it looks like this lady has a baby in her belly, though. Aren't mommies with babies allowed to sit here?
No, you don't have to worry about that. Even if they have babies, young people have to stand.
I'm too young, though, aren't I?
You're not young, you're little. Little boys are allowed to sit.
I don't get it. Ma'am, you don't look well, so I'll just stand. You can sit there. Thanks. You're such a nice boy.
How dare you take advantage of Tommy's sincerity! Tommy, you don't need to give your seat to these kinds of people. Just get up! Right now!
What? What are you doing, Grandpa? Old man kicked me really hard in my belly. Ow!
Shut up! Stop overreacting! Let's go, Tommy.
Huh? Mrs. Wallace, are you okay? I'll call an ambulance right away. Natalie. It seems like Natalie had just so happened to be on that car too, and she got off the train with me at the next station. An ambulance arrived shortly, and I was carried to the hospital. Thank God my baby is okay. But I can't forgive what that old man did to me. He even ran away with his grandson while I was moaning in pain. The next week at school. Mrs. Wallace, were you okay? Yeah, thank you, Natalie. Baby's okay too. Thank God. Oh yeah, what happened to that old man, by the way? Did they arrest him? No, it seems like he hid in the crowd and got away. No way. I can't believe that old guy isn't behind bars right now. There isn't much we can do, though. I'm pretty mad about it, too, though. What he did? That was unforgivable. Yeah, but what can we even do about it? Oh, well, now that you mention it, I have pictures and videos of that old guy. What? Why? Well, that old guy, he goes around picking on all kinds of people besides you, so I recorded him. I was thinking about posting it online or something. No, you shouldn't do that. Yeah, I know. I was just thinking about it. Okay, then. A few days later, Natalie came to talk to me. Mrs. Wallace! What is it? Will you come to the coffee shop nearby this Saturday? There's something important I want to discuss with you. Huh? What do you mean, something important? Just come, okay? Oh, come on, tell me. I went to where we promised to meet on Saturday, and Natalie was there with that old man. Oh, Mrs. Wallace, over here. Why is that guy here?
Things are getting out of hand because of you two.
What's going on?
You guys posted our picture on something called SOS, right?
You mean SNS?
Whatever. Thanks to you guys, all of my relatives and neighbors hate me now. Even my grandson won't speak to me anymore.
It's called karma. What's going on, Natalie? I posted this guy's photos and videos on social media to ask for information, and my friend found this guy right away. This guy has been treating people like that everywhere, so it was so easy to find him. I didn't know you could use social media like that.
So why did you contact me and tell me to come here?
Well, that's for Mrs. Wallace to decide. What do you want to do? Huh? Oh, well, I haven't really thought about it.
You youngsters thought you could just summon me like this? Let me go home! I have to play with my grandson today!
I thought he wasn't talking to you.
Yeah, thanks to you two! Ugh! Just looking at your faces makes me angry. The baby was fine, right?
Yeah, but...
Then what's the big deal? Well, only a shitty baby can be born from a shitty mother. So it would have probably been better off dead, but whatever.
What?!
You know what I mean. An apple doesn't fall far from the tree, after all.
You little... I've decided. I'm reporting this guy to the police. Oh yeah, this entire conversation is recorded too, by the way.
The police? What are you talking about? The police don't care about what a delicacy like you has to say. Go ahead, do what you want.
Delicacy? You mean delinquent?
Yeah, that.
Okay then, I'll report this immediately. After I left, I went directly to the police station and reported the old guy to the police. The recordings and the video of the guy kicking me that was found after Natalie asked around for information was more than enough evidence to arrest him for assault. Rumor is,
I was fixing this world!
the man was shouting something like that when he got arrested. It seems as though he had no regrets about what he did to me and was going around continuing the same sort of behavior, and he ended up in jail. I would hate to spend the later years of my life in prison, but hey, karma's a bitch. As for me, I took a maternity leave and successfully delivered a healthy child. Mrs. Wallace! Nice of you to visit for the school festival. Oh, wow, she's so adorable. What's her name? Her name is Haley. Oh, what a nice name. Haley's gonna be a great girl. I know it. I hope she grows up to be a young lady like you, Natalie. It's so much fun spending time with my little angel.
My name is Natsuna. I'm 28 and single. I work from home as a graphic designer. This is my younger sister, Hina. She's a 25-year-old housewife. Her husband, Toya, is my ex-boyfriend.
You're the one, Natsuna. Will you marry me after we graduate?
Oh my gosh, yes! I can't wait to be your wife, Toya! That was back in college, but a little while after we started working, Toya was all over Hina. Sorry, we ran into each other at the movies and things just kind of progressed naturally, you know?
I'm so sorry, but Hina is prettier than you and our bodies, you know. So if you love me, you'll understand and cheer for us.
Apparently, Hina had her eyes on Toya for a while and pretended like it was a coincidence and approached him. It broke my heart at first, but on second thought, he was the kind of man that would lay his hands on his girlfriend's sister, so he probably would have ended up cheating on me anyways. I concluded that I saved myself time by finding out early on, and I was over him in about a week. Hina and Toya got married after that, and I've been single ever since. Hina would sometimes call and ask me when I was planning on getting married, like she was better than me for it, but I ignored her and lived a peaceful life. Work was fulfilling, and I was surrounded with great people. I was satisfied with my life. But recently, something has been bothering me. Hina has been leaving her son, Leon, at my house all the time. You've got nothing to do at home anyways, right, sis? Watch Leon for me. How many times do I have to tell you I work from home? I'm not free. Plus, Leon is a little brat, and he never cleans up after himself. Honestly, he's a nuisance. You can't leave him with me. Oh, come on. The mother's invited me. If I don't go, I'll be bullied. Well, why don't you just take Leon with you then? He's so loud, and I can't focus on the conversation. Please? Okay, thanks. She left him at my front door, and I refused to let him in at first. But some of the neighbors reported a child crying in my front yard and accused me of child abuse, and the cops paid me a visit.
Why did you kick him out? Let him in.
He's my sister's son. She left him here without even asking. Plus, he wasn't crying. He was just screaming like a monkey.
Well, that makes him your nephew, right? You guys are all family. Why don't you just watch him for a bit? It's important for family to support each other.
Is this how cops are these days? I was pretty annoyed, but I couldn't just leave Leon there after that pep talk. So I reluctantly let him in after reminding him not to touch anything. But it's pointless trying to explain things to a rebellious brat. Hey, no, stop! Yeah, hit! Nice! This one next! I said stop! He started throwing the remote controllers and boxes at the vases and shelves. Here, this is a list of the things that Leon broke. You better pay me back for all of this. Why? He's still a kid. Exactly. That's why I'm holding you responsible. Come on, Leon is your beloved Toya's son. I mean, you did love him once, and Leon is his child, so you've got to love him too, right? Stop complaining. Just forgive him already. Are you seriously trying to lecture me right now? See, look at that scary face. That's why Toya left you, and you're still single. You've gotta loosen up, or you're gonna end up dying a lonely death, sis. Hina grabbed Leon and shut the door while I was shaking in rage. She may be my sister, but I hate her. Hina never got the message and continued to leave Leon at my house often. I tried pretending I wasn't there or reporting her to child services, and she would go home pissed off. But one day, when I got back from the grocery store... Ew! Whoa, huh? Leon popped out of the bushes and rushed inside when I opened the door. Hey, this is called breaking and entering, Leon. Mom said that she won't be back until nighttime, so I should have you make me dinner. I want curry. What about your dad? Where's he? Dad's on a business trip. Hurry up, make me curry. It's already dark outside. If I kick him out and someone calls the cops again, that's going to be kind of annoying. Ugh, they're useless anyways. I sighed deeply and began warming up some curry for Leon. Don't touch anything, okay? I'm gonna be really mad if you break anything, all right? Fine, then let me watch YouTube on this. If you do, I'll sit quietly and watch. No, you can't. It's not connected to the internet, so you can't watch YouTube. And besides... That sucks. Then I'm gonna do this. Huh? Wait, no! Leon snapped my laptop in half. Take that! That's what you get for not listening to me. Now hurry up and make me curry. I'm hungry. Oh gosh, this laptop you just broke. What's so funny, you creep? Are you crazy? It's not mine. It belongs to a really scary man. Oh, you're gonna get it pretty bad. What are you gonna do? What? Yeah, this computer belonged to the president of one of the companies that I did business with. I was asked to fix some problems with it. He was a nice guy, but looked really scary. Hina, are you home? I brought Leon back for you. What? You could have just let him sleep over. Don't you know how to take a hint? Huh? Who's that?
So, you must be this brat's mother.
Mommy! What? Who are you? Why is Leon crying? What did you do to him? Leon's the one who screwed up. I explained what happened, and I could tell that Hina was panicking. Even her stupid brain understood that breaking someone else's laptop was going to cost her. He's still a little kid, you know? Leon's still in 2nd grade. Oh, that again? This man's laptop was an expensive one and cost more than $3,000, you know. Here's your chance to apologize and pay up. $3,000? I don't have that kind of money. Boys are so energetic, so these things happen, right? Shouldn't you have a more forgiving heart and,
Shut the hell up, woman! I haven't heard a single apology from you since I got here. And your boy, all he says is, it's not my fault, and it's your fault for putting the computer there. He didn't apologize once either. The apple doesn't fall far from the tree, I guess. You guys are despicable.
I'm sorry. I apologize. Come on, Leon. He says that he'll forgive you if you apologize.
I'll never say that. You're paying me either way. If you're his parent, take responsibility for what he did. That's what it means to be a parent. Stop being an idiot.
The law even states that the parent is responsible for compensating for any damage that a child causes. It wasn't my laptop you broke, it was this man's. No way you can just apologize and be forgiven. Be prepared to pay for everything. Hina cried as she gathered the money in her house and handed it to the CEO. But that wasn't enough. After Toya came back from his business trip, I paid them another visit. It seems like Hina was planning on keeping it all a secret. When I told him what happened, Toya was shocked.
$3,000 in damages? What the hell? Why are you leaving Leon and Natsuna's in the first place? What were you doing during that time?
Well, I had some meetings with the other moms.
Other moms? What other moms? You always complained about how annoying they all were, and never made friends with anyone's mom.
Well, thinking back on it, whenever Hina came over with Leon, she was wearing her most revealing clothes. Shut up, Natsuna! Don't make this more complicated than it already is!
Are you cheating on me, Hina?
What? No, of course not. I would never. Turns out, Hina was leaving Leon at my house and meeting up with some guy she met on Tinder. Toya and I didn't have to search much to find plenty of evidence. Toya ended up paying for the laptop, but he divorced Hina, and she was charged alimony.
I'm sorry, Natsuna. I should have married someone like you. I'm divorced and single now, and Leon likes you, so... Want to start over? Let's get married.
Are you serious right now? If you are, I recommend you go and get your head checked up at a hospital. Hina had to borrow money from loan sharks to pay the alimony. This is all your fault! Oh, screw you! And she rejected custody of Leon. Leon was depressed and lost all his energy overnight and became a shut-in. He doesn't go to school anymore, and Toya is having a hard time with him. He calls often to ask for my help. But although he is my nephew, I can't be responsible for him. I blocked his number and moved out. My parents were disgusted with Hina and cut ties with her and didn't take her in. Who knows what she's up to? When I check her socials, it seems like she's going from one guy to another. But she was obviously looking worse by the day. Well, I don't want anything to do with her anymore, so whatever. After that, the CEO from that day told me how he always liked me and admired how I stood up to my sister that day. We started going out, and even though he is a little older than I am, he's very kind, and we get along very well. I hope to find my happiness with him someday. My name is Kana. I met a guy named Makoto at work, and we ended up getting married. It was my first marriage, but it was Makoto's second time, and he had a daughter named Ririka. She's a cheerful and energetic 8th grader. You're such a good cook, Kana.
Yeah, this stew is awesome.
Thank you, guys. I made some pudding for dessert, too. Nice! Makoto had me quit my job, so I had plenty of time to practice for them. Ririka and I got along right away. We were having such a great new life together. But that didn't last for long. For some reason, the moment I got pregnant, they both changed drastically. Makoto started coming home late, and when I would ask him about it, he would get mad and beat me. Ririka became extremely short-tempered and foul-mouthed. Why did you make spaghetti? I was feeling like stew today. Huh? You told me you wanted spaghetti this morning, though. I feel like stew. Screw this. Remake dinner. I thought that maybe I did something wrong, but I found out soon enough the reason for their behavior.
Alright, the baby's far along enough now. Abortion's off the table, so we've got her now.
Nice! We got us a slave. Finally, I'm free from housework. I've been waiting for this for so long. She's a good cook and she's obedient, so this is gonna be easy.
Just as I promised you, the perfect slave.
Her parents are already dead, and you successfully made her quit her job, too, so now she's got nowhere to run. They just wanted a maid. I overheard you guys last night. You only think of me as a maid, right?
What are you talking about? You must have been dreaming or something. I married you because I loved you, Kana.
But you're so cold to me recently. And Ririka, she's so rebellious and even throws the food at me sometimes. What's with the sudden change?
You just weren't what we thought you were, that's all. You were a good cook, so I thought you would be good at housework too. But your food wasn't all that great, and you don't know how to discipline Ririka.
But I'm trying my best. I can't do the housework like before right now because I'm pregnant and... Hey, were you just talking shit about me? I heard you. You know what? You're not the only one in the world that's pregnant. What a dumb reason to slack off on housework. Just admit it. You're a horrible mother. If you want my approval, just work harder. Dad pays for you, right?
Exactly. It's the least you can do.
From that day on, they didn't even hold back anymore. It's true that abortion wasn't an option anymore. Even if it was, I would never do that to this new life I was gifted. I did consider finding a job and divorcing Makoto, but I couldn't find anyone that would hire a pregnant person. So I just took the bullying like that until my final month of pregnancy. I think I'm going into labor. Please, can you take me to the hospital?
Can't you tell? I'm watching TV right now. Take yourself to the hospital.
I had no choice, so I called a cab and went to the hospital alone. The doctors and nurses supported me, and I gave birth to a healthy girl. I contacted my husband about the successful delivery, but he never showed up. The only thing I received was a text message from Ririka. Hurry up and come home and clean the house and do the laundry and dishes. They really do only see me as a maid. I'm hungry. You don't belong here if you can't even cook, right? You're gonna make me something? Or do you want my dad to leave you? Hold on just a minute. I'm almost done breastfeeding. Oh, you're so slow. That's why Dad's always with Maki and never comes home. Huh? Maki? Who's that? Uh-oh, I slipped. Forget you ever heard that, okay? Ririka was grinning at me, and it hit me. Makoto started coming home late around the time that I got pregnant, and he had to spend the night at the office sometimes, but he was cheating on me the whole time. Hey, you're cheating on me, aren't you? Is that where you were today?
Shut up! Who cares? Where's my food? It better be ready.
Oh, you are cheating! You're horrible!
What are you gonna do about it? You gonna divorce me? I have the papers right here if you want to just sign it. I'm prepared to divorce you if you ever become disobedient. Come on, go ahead. Just sign it.
Oh, you're so harsh, Dad.
You gonna divorce me? Then what? You gonna take our baby and live in a cardboard box somewhere? If that's not what you want, just shut your mouth and do as I say.
They would always use divorce as leverage to bully me. They knew that I was unemployed and I was still recovering after giving birth, so I couldn't work right away. Hey, Dad, this Sharpie doesn't work. Do you have a new one?
It worked yesterday. Here. Test it out here.
Where? Oh, right. Hey, what? Stop! She lifted my shirt while I was feeding my baby and wrote incompetent on my back. What did I do to deserve this? I've had enough. My life is so miserable. I might as well end it. The bullying from Makoto and Ririka, the exhaustion of caring for the baby, and my daughter never stopped crying as if she was expressing my bottled up emotions for me. It was all too much. I walked over to the balcony. I can jump off and end all this right now. Hey, stop! What are you doing?
Stop, young lady! Don't do it!
Someone stop her! Is she trying to take the baby with her?
If there's a problem, we're here for you. Just step back from the balcony right now! Calm down!
I heard yelling from the ground and came to. I looked down and saw that the neighbors who were talking on the street shouting at me from below. Oh no, not everyone in the world is out to get me? Shortly after, the police rushed over with the neighbors. Someone must have called it in.
Open up, ma'am! Are you okay in there? What's going on?
My husband and his daughter are abusing me.
What's this?
The cops? Huh? What did you do, Kana? Right as I was trying to explain things to the cops, Makoto and Ririka came home. They heard from my neighbors that I was about to jump from the balcony and glared over at me. They had a look in their eyes like, you better not say anything stupid. Officer, please help. I'm being abused by these two. You have to help me, please.
Officer, it seems like my wife is a little exhausted. The baby won't stop crying at night and she's not getting enough sleep recently.
Yeah, what do they call it again? Postpartum depression, right? We try to help out, but she gets mad and tells us not to touch the baby, so there isn't much we can do for her.
Yeah, we've been having a hard time trying to help out.
Lies. They're lying. Look at this, officer. Look what they wrote on my back with a Sharpie. When I pulled up my shirt and showed them the bruises and the insults that were written on my back, the neighbors and the police officer looked furious. After that, the police took me and my daughter in, and I was able to break free from Makoto. They introduced me to a support facility, and I stayed there for a while.
Screw you! Divorce? And you're trying to charge me alimony? Yeah, right!
If you aren't willing to settle, I'll report you to the police. It'll harm your career, but if that's how you want to do this, fine.
Are you threatening me? You know what that'll do to my position at work? Are you stupid?
I know exactly what'll happen. If that's not what you want, then pay up. You can pay for child support and split payments, but you better not miss a single payment. The contract will be that if you fail to pay, I'll have the right to seize your salary. Anyways, I'll leave the rest up to the lawyers.
The lawyers, you say? You can't afford lawyers! Stop bluffing!
Oh, don't worry. There's a support system for people like me, so I can hire a lawyer. You just worry about yourself. The lawyer helped me to receive full payment of the alimony and complete the contract for the monthly child support payments. Honestly, I would have liked to report him to the police and send him to jail, but if I did that, Makoto would have lost his job and his ability to pay child support. I chose what was best for my daughter's future. But Makoto and Ririka did end up getting punished socially. The neighbors who were there that day told others about what they witnessed, and the rumors spread like wildfire. Ririka was mocked at school as the devilish father and daughter, and ended up shutting herself in. And after I charged Makoto's affair partner for alimony, the fiancé of his partner ended up charging him as well. I hear they're up to their neck in debt now. This is all your fault, Dad! Why did you have to marry that woman?
You were the one that said you could easily control her! Don't put this on me! Just go back to school!
It seems like they're always fighting now. One of the neighbors texted me and told me all about it. I did run into them in town one day. Makoto seemed worn out, and Ririka seemed overweight with bad skin, probably from being a shut-in for so long. They were barely recognizable. When I was job hunting, I ran into a friend. I have an extra room, come stay with me. She let me borrow a room in her house, so I room share and am trying my best to raise my daughter. My friend worked from home, so she watched my daughter for me as well, so I was able to job hunt and land a job. I've been able to find a nursing school for my daughter, so I plan to do everything I can for my daughter and hopefully repay my friend someday.
I'm Mizuki. I'm a 17-year-old who loves books. I didn't really have any friends. Books were my only friends. I also have a younger sister, Haruka. She was nothing like me. She was outgoing and pretty. My parents really loved her. But me, not so much.
All right, Mom, Haruka, let's go out to dinner.
Hey, I'm still here. Don't turn off the lights.
Sorry, I didn't notice.
Oh, you're still here. Oh, sis, you're so lame.
I know. I'll get you some really bright clothes so I can see you better.
Good idea. Have fun staying home. It was clear they didn't want me around.
Mizuki, I got you some more books.
Thanks. What about mine, Grandpa?
Haruka, you don't read books.
I know, but I want makeup.
Dad, you're spoiling Mizuki. Shut up. It's not like you guys take care of her.
What? Of course we do. My grandpa was the only one who was nice to me. He always bought me new books whenever he came over. When he was around, my family didn't say mean things to me. But I guess he had a feeling that something was off.
All right, Mizuki, see you later.
Bye, Grandpa. Thanks again. Then, as soon as he left, give me that book. What? Why?
Let's go sell it at the used bookstore. Then we can buy Haruka some makeup with the money.
Yay! Thanks, Dad. I know. Let's sell all the books he gave her.
Good idea. It should be a lot of money.
Stop! Those books mean a lot to me. I tried to stop them, but it was no use. They sold off all my books while I was at school. I was so upset. That night, I cried in my room. I felt so bad for Grandpa. Then, Haruka bought a bunch of makeup goods with the money they got. A week later, Grandpa came over to the house. All the books in the living room were now gone. He's gonna notice.
Huh? What happened to all the books?
Oh, the books. Right. Mizuki said she didn't need them anymore, so we sold them. She says she doesn't like books anymore.
I didn't ask you. I asked Mizuki. Mizuki, Mom's telling the truth, right?
I saw her take all the books to the used bookstore.
Mizuki, is this true?
He looked upset. I told him the truth. No! They sold it without my permission. I told them not to. I told them how much they meant to me, but then they bought Haruka makeup with the money they got.
What are you saying? You little... How dare you?
No. You got it all wrong. Yeah, Grandpa, settle down.
You three, sit down right now.
Then he yelled at them for about 2 hours straight. He made them buy all the books back too. Finally, things were back to normal. But I was wrong. They were just getting started. After Grandpa left, Mom started cooking dinner. Something felt off. Wait, what about mine? You're a snitch. You don't get to eat.
Yeah, who betrays their own family? No dinner for you.
You can have my leftovers if you want. My parents stopped feeding me. It was summer vacation, so maybe I can get a job and buy food. But school rules said I couldn't get a job. If they find out, I might get expelled. So for 3 days straight, I didn't eat anything. I stayed in my room upstairs and fought the hunger. So hungry. I couldn't take it anymore. I called Grandpa asking him for food. When I told him what happened, he was enraged. He told me he was coming over right away. But now they're gonna treat me even worse. Then I heard Mom calling my name from downstairs. Mizuki! Dinner! Am I hearing things? Mizuki, I made your favorite dish! Come on down! I heard it again. Slowly, I went downstairs.
Where have you been, Mizuki? The stew is getting cold.
Come on, we've been waiting for you. Let's eat. Mom made me a bowl of stew. Why are you doing this? We just got a call from Grandpa. What? Sorry.
No. We're the ones who made a mistake. We're sorry.
Sorry, Mizuki. I didn't believe them. But the stew looked pretty good. Come on, eat up. Thanks. Oh, hold on. Huh? You're not getting enough protein. You've been fasting for 3 days, right? Here, eat this. Then she started pouring something into my stew. What the? Are those bugs? Come on, eat it. You don't like my food or what? Eat it, come on. Mom had a mean look on her face. Dad was trying really hard not to laugh.
Eat it already. Mom cooked this just for you. Looks so good.
What do I do? If I say no, who knows what they'll do to me? I grabbed the spoon. Then...
Don't eat that. I got you some food, Mizuki. Eat this. Here. Dad?
Grandpa came into the room and grabbed the spoon out of my hands.
Why are you here?
You said you wouldn't come over if I cooked her dinner.
You really expect me to believe you? How did you get in? I asked Mizuki to keep the front door unlocked just in case. What the hell is going on here? Why are there bugs in her stew?
I wanted her to feel better, that's all. They were panicking.
You guys don't look so well. You should eat this. Eat it. Now.
What? Oh, Dad, come on.
Yeah, we can't eat that. Yeah, Grandpa, stop joking around.
I'm not joking. If you don't eat it, give me back the 50 million yen I lent you for this house.
What? Oh, come on, I don't have that kind of cash.
Yeah, stop being unreasonable.
Just sell the house then.
Dad was sweating like crazy.
Pathetic. You don't want to eat it? Fine. Pay me back then. Now.
Fine, we'll eat it.
Seriously? What? You're joking, right?
Dad doesn't mess around. I got no choice.
Then Grandpa put the bug stew in their bowls.
Here you go. There's enough for everyone now.
No way! I'm not eating this. Me neither.
Just eat it! Otherwise, we lose the house.
They finally gave up. They grabbed the spoon with tears in their eyes.
That's enough. Put it down. So you guys can't even eat it. Why feed it to her, huh? What the hell is wrong with you?
They all collapsed on the floor.
You guys feeling better now? Come on, Mizuki, let's go get something nice to eat.
Okay. Later, he took me out to a nice restaurant. It was so delicious. Then he took me in. I no longer had to live with my family. And my family had to sell off the house. Grandpa demanded that they pay him back immediately. They moved into a small, crappy apartment. Dad is working around the clock to pay off his debt. Oh well, not my problem. And I really enjoyed living with Grandpa. He was so good to me. Oh, and after everything that happened, I now have something I want to be when I grow up. A nutritionist. Grandpa, dinner's ready.
Thank you, Mizuki. It's really good. But hey, can you add a bit more salt?
Nope, it's not good for your health. This is for your own good, Grandpa.
Darn it.
I'm Asuka. I'm 35 years old. I married my husband Akiro 2 years ago. We wanted kids, but since I was in my 30s, I was kind of worried. But luckily, I got pregnant after a few tries. Today, I was visiting my parents to tell them the good news. Asuka, is it true you're pregnant? Yeah, finally! If you have any questions, just ask.
I'm gonna have a little brother or sister? Cool! Good job, Asuka!
Thanks. This is Sayori, my younger sister. She got pregnant when she was 20. Her husband cheated on her and left her soon after. She lives with my parents now. And this was Ken. He wasn't very polite. Oh, really? Wow, congratulations, that's so wonderful.
I can't wait. Congrats, Asuka.
My parents seemed really happy. When I was 8 months pregnant, I moved into my parents' house so they could help me.
Asuka, you came! Come on, let's play!
Sorry, Ken. Maybe a little later. I'm pregnant, so... What? A little exercise never hurts. It's actually good for you. But this is your first time, so I guess you didn't know that. When I was pregnant, I was traveling all over the country, and Ken turned out just fine. Ah, right. I remember. We told her to stop many times, but she ignored us and went out with her friends all the time. That's probably why her husband left her. Stop it! You just got lucky. What? Oh, come on, I'm just saying. Just behave yourself, okay? You and Ken both. Otherwise, no birthday present for you.
Ah, fine.
Mom was pretty strict on them, so I wasn't that worried. But then, a few days later, my parents went out to see some relatives. I felt sick, so I was sleeping in the house. I'm gonna go grab drinks with friends. Can you watch Ken for me? Huh?
Let's play, Asuka.
When Mom's around, I can't stay out late. So can you watch him? I feel sick today, so no. Hey, I've been a mother longer than you. Just do as I say. All right then, I'm off. Hey! Then she ran out of the house.
Asuka, what do you want to do? Let's play tag. Tag!
Sorry, I can't. Please let me rest. I feel sick.
Oh, come on, let's play. Come on. Let's go.
Stop it! He started hitting me with a rolled up newspaper. He hit me pretty hard. I said stop it!
Shut up.
Ken, what are you doing?
She's pregnant. How dare you?
Crap, why are you here?
We came home a bit early. Where is your mother? She went out drinking. Unbelievable. She left her child with a pregnant woman to go out drinking? My mom yelled at Ken for hours. He was crying the entire time. And Sayori never came home that night. The next morning, she finally came home. Her face was still red. She tried to sneak back in, but Mom was waiting for her at the front door. Hey, what's wrong with you? How can you do that to your sister? Were you out all night? Sorry.
That's not good enough.
Oh, come on. She's not even doing anything.
Shut up. Sit down now.
They yelled at her for hours.
If you do anything like this again, you're out of the house.
Fine, fine. Then one day, Dad went out to play golf. Sayori and Ken were out shopping at the convenience store. It was just me and my mom at the house. Oh, the light bulb went out. I better change it. Oh, you're right. The light in the living room went out. All right. Hey, Mom, I'll do it. You've got a bad knee. But you're pregnant, dear. Mom had multiple knee surgeries. She might fall and get hurt. Sayori and Ken aren't home either. They were probably waiting out the rain somewhere. It's okay, Mom. I'll do it. But... I grabbed a chair and started changing the light bulb. Then Sayori and Ken came home. Hey, it's pouring out there. Ken, don't bring the umbrella inside.
Look, Mom bought me a new one.
Hey, Sayori, change the light bulb. Asuka, get down from there. Light bulb? Oh. I'm almost done. It's fine. You sure? Just be careful. But then... Ken, what are you doing?
I want to play.
Ken, what the... Huh? Ken struck the leg of the chair with his umbrella. Crack! That didn't sound good. Ah! Asuka! The chair broke. I fell on my butt. I hit the floor pretty hard. That was funny. Good one, Ken.
Asuka, look at you.
Ouch! You okay, Asuka? Yeah.
Ah, look, Mom, Asuka peed her pants.
Oh. Wait, did her water just break? Oh no. I'm calling an ambulance. I got rushed to the ambulance. They made me take some labor-inducing meds. but the labor pain didn't come. My husband and parents came to see me every day at the hospital to cheer me on. I'm sure I'll be fine, don't worry. But honestly, I was getting worried. Every time they went home, I cried by myself. A few days later, the doctor decided to use labor-inducing meds. That day, I gave birth to a beautiful baby girl. Oh, thank God. 3 days later, my parents came to visit me with Sayori and Ken. Ken had a shaved head. Then, Sayori's ex-husband Akira showed up. What's going on? Asuka, I'm so sorry.
Asuka, I'm sorry too.
That's not good enough. Apologize like you mean it.
I'm really sorry, Asuka. Please forgive me.
Wait, Akira, why are you here?
Long time no see. You thought I left her because I cheated on her, right? Your father told me at the golf course the other day.
Yeah, it's not true?
No, Sayori was the one cheating on me.
Huh?
I wanted to start over, but she said she wanted to be with someone else, so... Then she left the house.
According to Akira, Sayori cheated on him and went to live with him for a while. But then he dumped her, so she had no choice but to go back to her parents' house. But Akira kept paying her child support. My sister was unbelievable. I had no idea. So she was lying to me all along.
I'm taking Ken from now on. I'm gonna make sure that he grows up to be a decent person. We're cutting all ties with Sayori.
After everything she's done, we can't have her around anymore. I can't believe she was lying to us all along. Oh, come on, hold on. I said I'm sorry. Please, I learned my lesson. Asuka, you forgive me, right? Come on, we're sisters. Absolutely not. Get out of my life. Then, she got kicked out of the family. Ken and Akira went to a temple to train for a few months. He wanted to quit right away, but Akira wouldn't let him. He was really strict on him. And he did it with him. He was a good father. The other day, I saw Ken.
I'm really sorry about what I did to you. Hey, let me get that for you.
Is that really you, Ken? He was a completely different person. Thanks to Akira, I'm sure he's going to grow up to be a decent person. As for Sayori, she asked the other relatives for help, but nobody listened. She was all alone now. She heard about Ken's training and tried to do the same thing, but didn't know how. So she stood on the street with a sign that said, "Take me to a temple." Then she met some lady who tricked her into buying expensive vases. I heard she's up to her neck in debt right now. But for me, things were finally back to normal. Today I was visiting my parents. Ken was there too, playing with my daughter. They were so adorable. I can't wait to see them grow up. I'm Minami. I'm a freelance designer. My husband Kota is also a designer. We went out for 3 years and got married a few days ago. We were planning to build a house, but...
There's been a delay?
Sorry, we couldn't get the materials in time.
How long is the delay?
Maybe 2 or 3 months.
Due to the worldwide pandemic, the construction company couldn't get enough materials on time. We had to wait a bit longer for our new home. I asked the landlord if we can keep living at the apartment, but he told me he already got a new tenant.
I see. Where are we gonna live then? I guess we just gotta rent another place.
But rent in this area was pretty expensive, and hiring movers wasn't cheap either. We were talking about our options at his parents' house. Then someone knocked on the door. It was Koda's mom. I heard about the house. There's been a delay, right?
Yeah, they couldn't get the materials or something and...
Just live here then. We got an extra room and rent is free, so... We were newlyweds, so I didn't really want to live with his parents, but we wanted kids in the future, so money-wise, this was a good offer. We decided to live with them. I was kind of nervous though. What if his mom was really mean to me? But I had nothing to worry about. Mean of me, you don't have to do that. Leave it to me. Oh, no, at least let me do the dishes. Hey, I got some cake. Let's eat.
Nice. I'll put on some coffee.
His parents were really nice to me. I felt bad for even thinking that they would be mean to me. But then, about a week later, after Koda left home for work, I started working in my room. Then his mother snuck up on me with a smile on her face. You're not wearing any makeup? Come on, you're a woman. Put on some makeup. I put makeup on when I go out, but I don't really like it. So I don't use them when I'm working from home. Koda's old girlfriend, she was so pretty. She always had makeup on too. That's the kind of girl Koda likes. You better get it together, otherwise he might dump you. What? No worries. You may not have the looks, Minami, but I know you're a good person on the inside. If Koda tries to dump you, I'll defend you, okay? No worries. Okay. I had no idea what she was talking about. Then she just left the room. And this kind of thing happened again and again whenever my husband wasn't home. His parents came into my room and started harassing me.
Why do you wear pants? Wear a skirt or something. Koda would be so disappointed to see you like that.
I don't think Koda cares about that.
You never know. Koda likes the pretty ones, so he might even dump you.
If you get dumped, where will you go? Your parents passed on, right? You gotta keep Koda happy. But hey, don't worry. As long as you got our backs, we got yours. Take good care of us, okay? Okay. And it went on and on like this.
Don't upset Koda. He'll dump you.
We'll defend you if it ever comes to that, though.
Just do as we say, and we got your back.
Were they trying to threaten me or something? It was getting pretty annoying, and they were interfering with my work. One day, I finally snapped at them. Koda would never leave me. Stop saying all that stuff to me. You're talking back to us now?
You sure you want to go there, huh? How dare you talk back to your parents-in-law? Shame on you!
He hit me. I ran back into my room. Why were they doing this to me? I found out that afternoon. When their house is complete, let's go live with them.
Yeah, I'm sick of this old place.
And after everything we've done for them, they can't say no.
And as long as he thinks we're getting along with Minami, he'll be fine with it.
Now all we gotta worry about is Minami. We gotta train her so she won't say no.
Did you see her face when I hit her?
Yeah, she was terrified. Let's keep it up. We gotta teach her who's in charge here. So that's what this was all about. They were saying all that stuff so they could come live with us when our new house was complete. I called Koda right away and told him everything.
Minami told me everything. You're not gonna come live with us at our new home, no way! And why would I dump Minami? I'd never do that. After what you did to her, why would I even consider it?
What on earth are you talking about? We never said anything like that.
Yeah, she's lying. We just wanted to be friends with her.
Yeah, we've been so good to her. What's wrong with her? But in the end, he believed me. He knew that I wouldn't make this up.
I'll ask my boss if we can go live in the company apartment. It's for single people only, but it's only for a few months, so... And if that doesn't work, we can just rent a new place. Let's just get out of here as soon as possible.
The next day, I decided to leave home with my husband. I didn't want to be alone with them, so I was going to go to a cafe and work there. But something came up at work, and he left really early in the morning. I still had my car, so I headed out and tried to leave. Then... When I opened the door, my father-in-law popped out of nowhere with a smile on his face. I was so creeped out.
Oh, relax. I just want to talk.
Talk about what? You guys living with us? I thought we already said no. Coda told you. You're still talking back to us? We gotta teach you a lesson.
You convince Coda for us. Otherwise...
Stop! They grabbed me and threw me into the storage. They tied me up and gagged me.
Once you're ready to talk, we'll let you out.
Yeah, if you tell Coda that you want to live with us, we'll let you go. If not, then you'll be in there forever. I tried to break out, but it was no use. All the neighbors were really old, so they couldn't even hear me. And there was construction going on nearby, so nobody noticed anything. It was so hot, and I was in a lot of pain. So thirsty. I want to go to the bathroom. After a few hours, I passed out. Then, I heard my husband's voice and woke up.
Where is Minami?
It's Coda. He's back. I tried to scream as loud as I can. I jumped around everywhere. Something fell and made a loud noise.
Minami!
Oh, thank goodness you're back.
I sent you so many texts, but you didn't reply, so...
Thank you for coming. Can you untie me? I gotta go to the bathroom too.
Wait, hold on. Give me a second, okay?
What? Why wasn't he untying me? Then he started to explain himself. At first, I was really surprised, but I decided to follow his lead. 10 minutes later, I heard some people outside, so as planned, I started screaming again. Then the door opened. The police were here. Coda called the cops, saying that I was missing. He told them that I was fighting with his parents, so they might have killed me.
We didn't hurt her. We were just teaching her a lesson.
Yeah, we were gonna let her out in a day or two. I'm her mother-in-law. I can do whatever I want to her.
You serious? You're nothing to us. You guys are dead to me. And you're gonna pay for what you did.
I told the cops everything that happened. They also got CCTV footage from the neighborhood. Both of them got arrested on the spot. Coda handled everything after that, so I don't really know what happened. All I know is that they got charged for assault and illegal confinement. Both of them got parole, but they were found guilty.
All the neighbors were there when the cops came, so everyone knows. I hear things are really awkward for them. They can't even go outside. And look, I made them pay for damages too.
Wow, that's a lot of money. How did you do that?
I told them if they didn't pay, I'd cut all ties with them. Anyways, I'm really sorry about them. You don't have to see them ever again, even after we have kids, so...
Coda made sure that I never had to see them again. I haven't seen them since. And since they were on parole, they had to behave.
Please forgive us. Please let us live with you.
My neighbors are all ignoring me. Help me. They keep calling me names. They won't stop. Please? They texted Coda a few times after that, but he just ignored them and deleted the messages. But I was kind of worried about them. What if they try something after their parole is over? If that happens, we'd have to sell the house and move out, but let's just hope it doesn't come down to that. Anyways, I'm just glad they're out of my life. Finally, peace at last.